It's Zainab and we're back with another video of coding. Today we're going to go through the password generator. Feel free to do the code with me so you can create a great code to help you think of a strong hack-proof password. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'm putting a lot of effort into my videos, so it means so much to me if you do. Also, if you have any suggestions or videos you want me to make, then comment them down below. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. So first we're going to go onto this website called How Secure Is My Password. If you want to find how to get it, you can either just type in that, which I'll put down in the description a link of, or you can go onto the Raspberry Pi password generator and click on that link to get you there, but I will put it in the description for you. Let's try an example. This website shows you how strong your password is and like how quickly a computer will be able to hack into it. So let's say any random letters, numbers, a couple of symbols. That's a very long random password which will be hard to remember, and it'll take 32 million years for a computer to crack it. Let's try one called Let Me In. That will be found instantly. Now, the reasons for this is because the words in it are in the dictionary. Let me in. They're all in the dictionary. And it's one of the most common used passwords. And it is really short. And it doesn't contain any numbers. And it's all lowercase. And there's no symbols. So it's only letters. So that's just a starter to our video. To make this code, which is going to create a secure password for you, we need to just go to Trinket, make a new document so we can start coding. So I'm first just going to write a characters list, and I'm just going to name it chars for characters, and I'm going to write all the letters in the alphabet. So now I wrote that, we will want it to choose randomly from this list to create a random password. To do that, we need to import the random module. Now we're going to make it choose a password, and we're going to make a variable called password equals a random choice from the list of chars characters. Now let's just try this out. Print password. And as you can see, it's just going to randomly keep picking a random letter from the list. The password isn't that secure with only one letter. That will be found instantly. Like if I just wrote I, it will only take really, really short time. So we'll need to choose more characters to create a longer password. Also, it won't be secure if it's only letters. So why don't we just start off by adding all the numbers. And now, when we run it, sometimes it chooses numbers and sometimes it chooses letters. Now here's a challenge. Can you improve the code so that it will print letters, numbers, and punctuation? You can add whatever punctuation you want, but if you don't know which ones to use, then here's a few. An exclamation mark, a question mark, a full stop, a comma, a dash, anything you want really. Just those are a few examples if you needed some help. Okay, now here's the answer on how to do that. I'm just going to go into the chars, and like I added numbers and letters, I'm going to add the punctuation onto this list. Full stop, comma, a dash, and I also want to add an underscore. So now when we run it, it'll choose sometimes letters, sometimes numbers, and sometimes symbols. Okay, so now why don't we make our password longer, because right now it's only one character. So to create this, I'm going to change the password variable into that, so it has nothing inside it, and we want it to choose more than one. So to do this, we're going to make a loop, so it repeats it 10 times, or however many times you want. So I'm going to write for C for characters in range of, let's just say 10 now, and then now I'm going to write the password equals random choice and then chars from characters. To do, and I'm also going to, it won't really make a big difference. So right, if we don't add the plus before the equals. So we need to add the plus before the equals, so then whenever it picks a random character, it's going to add it onto the password. So if we try it now, it just chooses randomly 10 characters from this list, and it makes a password out of it. So that's a really good password. So there you go, we've already made a password generator of 10 characters. Now here's another challenge. Can you try to make a really, really long password? If you need a clue, then think about how we used the loops to change the amount of times we loop it. So here's the answer. You just go here, and then let's just write 1,000. And now it makes 1,000 long password. But some websites, it requires a password to be a certain length. So why don't we let the person choose their length of password? So to do this, just underneath this, I'm going to make a variable called length, and we're going to make it whatever the user inputs. So what it's going to do is going to say whatever the user inputs when it asks a question password length, it's going to store it into that variable. And I'm also going to use int to change the input into a whole number. Here, instead of writing 10, I'm going to write length. So then it'll repeat it whatever was stored in length. So let me test this out. Password length, let's say 5. It'll make a password of whatever length the user wants it. So now we've really developed it, but maybe we can do it a bit more by making 3 passwords rather than just 1. On top of this line, we're going to make a loop so that it can repeat 3 times. For p in range 3. And then all of this, I'm going to put it inside it so that whatever it did to create a password, I was going to repeat what it did 3 times. So I'm just going to indent this so it's in, now everything is inside the loop. And when we test our new code, it should come up with 3 passwords of whatever length the user chooses. Comes out with 3 passwords. Now we've created a really, really good password generator, but to end this off, I have one more challenge. Instead of having just 3 passwords, can you allow the user to choose as many passwords they like what we did with length? And here, that's pretty much a hint. So the code will be very similar to what we did for the length. Okay, I'm going to let you try that. Okay, so I think I have finished it. And to do it, I made basically the exact same thing as the length variable, but for number. So whatever the user writes to answer this question, number of passwords, it will store it and change it into a whole number. And then in this loop for p in range, instead of having 3 here, I changed that to number. I just kept all the rest of the code the same. So when we run it, the password length, we want 10 character password. And the number of passwords, we will want 6 passwords. It comes up with 6 passwords in all 10 characters. So I hope you had fun making this video and making this code, but sadly that's the end, and I'll try to post every week, so be sure to check my channel regularly. Thank you so much for watching this, it means so much to me. I hope you were doing the code while I walked through it and you finished the code. Also, don't forget to send it to my email, which I'll put in the description, to show me what you've made, and or you can put it in the comments. And feel free to ask me any questions, or if something's confusing you, I'll answer it my best. Also, I really appreciate the subscribers so much, so don't forget to share this with your friends and family so they can learn to code as well. Stay safe and have a great time coding.